I'm James Reeves, TFBTV, and today we are taking it to the max with Max Michel. If you're old like me, you remember the SIG 220-ST, the 226-ST. These were guns that were all stainless, loved by shooters. Those went away, of course. We haven't seen those in a while. But now we have the 320 equivalent. We have the heaviest handgun in the history of the world, I believe. The heaviest 9mm. Woo! That feels like 49.7 ounces. Did I get that right, guys?
Pretty close.
Is that
close. Yeah.
pretty close? What is it? No one's told me yet.
49.5 ounces. See that?
49.5. See, I'm really good. I did this. I used to do this at the fair in summers growing up in high school. Yeah. Women especially love it when you're like, yeah, you're a $114. Yeah. Max, tell us all about this new. It's the SXG, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, this is the SXG. We're super excited here at SIG Sauer for this pistol. So previously we had the polymer grip, the TXG, the AXG, and now the SXG. It has a lot of the same ergonomics and look of the AXG, but man, when you put this in your hand, it's absolute solid steel. So it's 50 ounces of solid steel. The stainless steel upper to match it gives it kind of that real beautiful finish and look. But you know, when you think about a heavier pistol, why somebody would want that? If you're looking for performance, this is going to soften the recoil and flatten the sights as far as lifting on the muzzle. So you can shoot faster because there's less time away from the sight on the target. And you can also shoot more accurately because it's less felt recoil, which means you have less of an urge to want to flinch on the trigger. So it's an absolute beast. And when you put this thing in your hand, it just sits on the target and you can run the gun as fast as you want.
I'm not a competition shooter, so I don't know, like, if you have viewers out there who say, oh yeah, I've got an AXG comp or whatever that might be. What's the closest thing in the inventory to this right now?
Yeah, I would say the closest thing right now is our TXG because it's a tungsten infused grip model, so it adds a little bit of weight over the polymer. But this is going to be even 8 ounces heavier than that, so about a half pound heavier than what we currently have. And by the time you put the optic on, it's going to add a couple ounces, put a loaded mag, and this thing is just a beast to shoot. So I would say the TXG, the P320 Max or the P320X Legion, that's probably the closest equivalent to this, but it's different when you put it in your hand.
Max, I imagine this isn't just a SIG P320 with a stainless steel frame. There's probably more features, more accessories. What does this come with? How does it come configured? And what does it do?
Absolutely. So you're going to see the magazine well it's going to come with. It comes with 3 21-round mags. We have aggressive G10 grips here for even further recoil management and reduction. The fiber optic front sight. There is an adjustable rear sight with a removable plate, and it's cut for the Romeo footprint or the Pro footprint, so that way you can drop any Pro footprint optic onto this pistol without the use of an additional optic or adapter plate. We have our new SIG blade trigger. This kind of gives you a different look and feel to that trigger. It's still flat, which I love a flat trigger. It breaks right at 90, so you can keep the gun on target when you're breaking that at a high rate of speed. 5-inch bull barrel for increased accuracy, and a 1911 spring system. What that means is you can spring it to whatever ammo that you're running. So if you're a competition shooter and you're trying to lower your ammo to get it as low as possible, and you want to lower the spring, you can do that and you can tune it exactly the way you want. Now, you can utilize this optic, as I mentioned, it has the Pro footprint. This is the Romeo 3 Max from SIG Sauer, the Romeo 3 Max Pro with the Pro footprint, so it drops right on. Has a huge lens on this thing, so it's super small in size and it sits really low to the actual slide. So when you mount it on target, it's very easy to pick it up. But the lens is just gigantic, which is awesome, right? So it's super clear. We have our aspheric lens here, so it's extremely clean and clear. And the housing around that lens is so thin, so when you mount this to the target, the optic just disappears and there's a free-floating red dot in front of your eye. And it's super bright with 15 different intensity settings to align it with any condition you find yourself in.
Do you know anyone who kind of contributed to the design of this optic, of this Max optic? Does that give me a clue?
A little bit, absolutely. They said if my name was Mike or something or Tim, it wouldn't work, but Max works with the optic.
Yeah, sure. So what is this going to set me back and when's it available? Cost, availability?
Yeah, so these are available now. You're going to see the Romeo 3 Max Pro at $699 depending on the market, and the SXG at $1799 depending on the market.
Okay, and they're available now?
Correct, yes sir.
Max, thank you so much. It's an honor to have one of the best pistol shooters of all time on the program. Guys, it's an honor to have you watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that shit. TFBTV Showtime, we're bringing you more from the SIG Next event.